Welcome back. Today I want to talk to you about a long trip. So we're going on a long trip. We're going to be gone for probably 8 weeks or so, taking all the kids, driving a long ways. So this really isn't a vacation. It's sort of just a trip to stay somewhere else. And I got to thinking, what am I going to do for 8 weeks somewhere else? I like to do stuff. And I always have little projects and things that I'm working on. Maybe just fixing something for someone or finding something to fix up or repair, refinish, or just little projects. Most of those you don't see. Stuff like this. I got this shovel the other day at a garage sale and it was just completely rusted and the handle was cracked. So I spent maybe a couple hours just cleaned the handle up, cleaned the shovel up, and put it back together so that it's usable again. And I don't always make videos about that stuff because I'm not always sure that you guys want to watch them. So, one, you can help me out by letting me know if you want to see that type of stuff. Those short projects, those simple things like cleaning up a cool little shovel I found at a garage sale. I do stuff like, restoring an axe or a tool here and there. If you want to see more of that stuff, I do a lot of these things. So let me know. So I was thinking, what if I took some tools and stuff with me to find little projects to do? There's always something that I can find to fix or work on. Now I do have this with me most of the time, and this is my sort of EDC toolkit. This is a few little tools that I can drop into my backpack in case I need to fix little things. But let me show you what I've got here. You guys tell me if you think I have worthwhile tools in here, if any of this is silly, if there's things that you would swap out. But I'll kind of run through this and I'll show you why I picked these tools to put in here to carry with me on a long trip. To start with, a pair of lightweight gloves. And these are just really handy, especially if you need to change a tire or something like that. This is just a folding pruning saw or camp saw. This is made by Fiskars. So just a handy little saw because sometimes you need to cut things off. Next up, a pair of shears, because if you can't cut it with a saw, you can probably cut through it with a pair of trauma shears. And I put a utility knife in here with extra blades. Just a all-around, generally useful tool for cutting just about anything. A screwdriver, I went with one of these Stanley like 4-in-1 screwdrivers, actually like 5-in-1 because you can use this to drive 1/4-inch bits as well. Set of adjustable pliers here. These are these Crescent auto adjust ones. Not sure if that's a great feature or not. A pair of pliers. These are just some general purpose pliers and wire cutters, and then an adjustable wrench. I've got a file, a small pry bar for moving things around. This one is probably too small to be super useful in a toolkit, but it's just too big to go in like my EDC kit. Thought I'd put it in here. Some wire. This is just like, I don't know, baling wire. I'm not sure what gauge wire that is or anything. A couple sizes of zip ties, a Sharpie, and a pencil. So that's what I've got out here. In this pocket over on the side, clipped onto the zipper. This is the Lansky Roadie keychain tool. It's a couple features on there, screwdrivers and a couple of cutters, like a cord cutter, little wrenches in there, and then a sharpener, like a pull-through knife sharpener in there. I have rolled up some different pieces of paracord. These were just some extra pieces that I had laying around, so they're anywhere from like 3 feet to 6 feet. I have my Opinel DIY knife, just to get a knife in here for general purpose stuff. Have a Dewalt 9-foot tape measure in here. These are excellent tape measures if you need a small one, because it has a clip, like a belt clip, pocket clip. It also has a magnet, so you can stick it on your refrigerator or your whiteboard or wherever in your shop or in your house, and you won't lose it. I have a multi-tool in here, and maybe this is redundant to have, this is a Gerber truss, have this in here and also have pliers and wire cutters and stuff. Multi-tools are great, but pliers just aren't as strong as, you know, a regular set of pliers. So I like having this in here. It gives me some more options. A dust mask, easy lap diamond stone, just for sharpening things. This is a set of pocket calipers for getting inside diameter measurements or exact outside diameter measurements. Having a tape is nice, but having a little set of pocket calipers is really handy just for a whole variety of things. Then I have a Stanley 12101 plane. Mostly I use this for sharpening pencils, but I also have used this for cleaning up the corners on boxes and projects. The other nice thing about it is that the blade is very small and it's pretty easy to sharpen, even on something like that Easy Lap, that diamond stone there. Then these last two items are spring punches. So this is a punch and a chisel tip, and this is a small round punch and a larger round punch. And these are these spring-loaded punches. And I put these in here just because they are kind of handy tools if you need to center punch something. Another thing they're good for is knocking hinge pins out on a door. If you need to adjust a door, trying to get the hinge pins out and put a screwdriver in there and knock them out with a hammer, you can just stick this under the bottom of the hinge pin and tap it, and that will knock that hinge pin right out. So these are really cool little tools. That's a bunch of stuff, and I don't know that I'm going to use all of this stuff. I don't even have any clue what I will be doing or what projects I'll find, or if in the space of 8 weeks I'll find anything to do that will require me to use any of these things. But as I was sitting here thinking, you know, what am I going to be doing? My wife is going to be working. I'm going to be, you know, staying down there. I'll have my kids. What am I going to do on some of those afternoons where I'm staying in a place where I don't have a car, kids are all napping, you know, there's only so much internet. Some of these things are in here because this toolkit will be in the car. So some of these, like, you know, having a big wrench and a saw are part of a like car emergency kit, which I'll do another video on that. I've done one on a car kit before, but I'll do sort of an updated or different version of it. So my thought behind this really is, what tools do I need to do little repair tasks around the house, like a loose drawer pull, something like that. How do I do little things, maybe in a yard, like fixing a loose tool handle or, you know, repairing something like that. But I don't have any power tools available. Let me know what you think. If you think this is silly, if you think there's things that I should add to this, if there's stuff that I should take out. If you think the idea of taking a toolkit with you when you travel somewhere on sort of not really vacation is a ridiculous idea, you guys let me know. I appreciate you all, and I will see you next time.